Hey, so hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my peers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So it has been quite a while since we've been last at the table and the background, of course, and I'm finally sitting in this chair, not on the floor, but that is because I am recording this on Friday, December 20th at 12:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A lot of my videos recently have been all at nighttime around midnight, so this one is in the afternoon, 12-hour difference. So anyway, besides the point, we're going to get into this. If you have not liked already, please subscribe. Please engage with the content by commenting, subscribing, sharing the video, liking, and even hitting the bell icon. The more you engage with the content in any form and matter, not only you will be seeing my videos more often, but you will be seeing other people's videos as well. So other tarot card videos, other astrologers. So the more you engage, the more it benefits you and your ability to enjoy content just like that. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about specifically, I've been thinking about this for a while, the what if scenario. And the what if scenario that we are going to explore is what if Biden doesn't do anything? What if he just sits back and does nothing? What if Vice President Harris doesn't choose to fight and whatnot? And if we just continue marching on towards Inauguration Day? What happened? And what can we expect over the next 4 years of the Trump presidency and the Vance presidency? So we are going to be discussing both outcomes. We are going to be talking about the what if scenario. What if they choose the free will option of not doing anything? So I think a lot of people are not exploring that because we are so heavily bent on the idea of exploring, okay, so they're doing something, right? But none of us are talking about what if they don't do anything. And that's what I'm going to explore in this video today. So this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for life purposes only as well. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of today's video. I'm really curious to see what your thoughts are. And if you have not already, check out all my other videos, especially the lower review one. And they are just as informative and as important as any other video. So let's begin. Spirit Angel, what exactly are we doing for today and today's video in regards to the what if scenario? Okay, so they want me to start off with the Illuminati game of conspiracy. So we are going to start off with that. I think it's because of, it makes sense. I mean, we're going to have a developed shadow government soon if it will continue on this path. So it will make sense why Spirit is like, oh, just do the Illuminati deck. So that's what we're going to do first. And then we are going to talk about a pandemic. I've been saying this for a while on my channel, even before, even during COVID pandemic, that we're gonna have another one eventually soon. That we're gonna live through at least 2 or 3 in our lifetime, at least in my lifetime. So we're gonna explore that in today's video and see whether or not it's gonna happen again with the bird flu, and that would be in a separate video. But if it shows up in the reading, then we'll read on it. All right. So Spirit Angels, tell me about why you want me to read using the Illuminati card for the what if scenario. What if Biden and Vice President Harris choose not to do anything at all and we just march forward towards Inauguration Day? What can we expect to happen and what will happen over the next 4 years of the Trump presidency? Okay, a lot of cards had flipped. So we have here the international communist conspiracy. Okay, international communist conspiracy. Okay. And the first thing I got when I saw that card was the way that the Chinese control their people in that matter is very similar to what is going to most likely take place. And when I say most likely, I'm trying to be in a way that won't scare you. So please do not be scared. Just be prepared. Right? I am not scared of what I am reading today. There's no reason for you to be scared as well. Just be prepared. That's all. That is all that you can do. That's the only thing you can do. And that's the only variable that you can control. So just be prepared is all you can do. So don't be in a state of fear because that just makes things worse for yourself and those around you. Because the more fear you have, the more energy that it lowers your vibration to a lower level, which makes it more likely that bad things happen. So just raise your vibration wherever you can. Just be prepared. It's all I'm asking. So in the next card we have here, we have the barbarian, the servant of the Sithalu, which is that kind of like undercover shadow version of a government. You can kind of see that here, almost like skull and bone type thing. We always had that in our government, so that's not a surprise. But the next one is the networking, or even actually the networked internet. We have here orbital mind control lasers. Communists again, the communist card comes in. So I'm thinking like maybe they're using the network or the media or social media and even like the legacy media to control how people think and their thoughts. And it's part of how the Chinese do it. Like the Chinese are controlling the media. When you control the media, you control how things go in your country. We have the phone company. Again, it says stay safe, and this woman is in a state of fear or in a state of shock, or like they're worried. Like she's not thinking for herself; they're thinking for her. They're doing the thinking, which means that there in some way, going into the next 4 years, we are going to start to see people actually get brainwashed. We have the congressional wife, which is conservative and straight. It doesn't matter about the wives and the marriages or the union within people because that doesn't seem to matter anymore. There seems to be a power play here. And then we have here the FBI, government and straight. Something with the FBI, with the network and orbital mind control. So maybe there's even like what I said before, but also possibly there's weaponry that only the FBI knows and did testing for, and it's used on the people. So it definitely looks like to me that the next 4 years of Trump was to was to take the inauguration and everything that goes on. It's saying here that the media will move in a direction to brainwash the citizens, and it will have to do with a network, even the social media. And their main goal is to orbital mind control. And by doing that and controlling how people think, you control everything else. And by doing so, you'll be able to create this authoritarian style government that can never be ousted from power. Right? We have the congressional wise reverse, which means there's a power play here, and it's with the FBI. So that means that there's possibly a technological connection with the FBI and the orbital mind control. What else do we need to know, Spirits and Angels, regarding the next 4 years of the Trump presidency, if Biden and how to choose not to do anything? What is the next 4 years going to be like for the United States under a Trump presidency? So as of right now, I feel like Trump is very communist. He gives off communist vibes. Like he never gives off like fascist, more like communist. Because he is theoretically a communist. Okay. Just the card? They told me to take the bottom one. Oh, blank. Okay. And then we have here the United Nations. Reverse, liberal. So the United Nations, I feel like there's a power play. So this might mean that there is a disagreement between countries or leaders, world leaders, and it feels like it has to do within the same network. So possibly there is authoritarian disagreement between leaders. And we have here two cards came out. We have the Psycho Gangs, which is violent and weird. You have this blonde guy, Psycho Gangs. It's reverse. And then it's here Girly Magazine, Pent Up, Liberal. So this feels like there might be underground resistance that's going to pop up, but it's going to be kind of like behind the scene, kind of like what you would expect in an actual TV show or a TV series where there is some form of resistance against the government that's in power. And we have here You Need More Stuff, Madison Avenue. And this is reversed here, which tells me that actually you will actually have less stuff under the Trump presidency. You won't have as much stuff that you have now. So the economy must be failing around the time of the Trump presidency. We have the punk rockers. There's a lot of weird energy here. Bad frequencies. I'm seeing bad frequency because you kind of look in the background. The frequencies look way off. So the frequencies are pretty bad. I wouldn't listen to any music during the time of the Trump presidency. They say psychiatrists, and we have drugs, giving people drugs to make them feel a sense of happiness, a sense of normality, which would make sense and would go in line with the orbital mind control, where they would use drugs as a way to make people think that their lives are better than they really were. We do have nuclear power companies, conservative is reverse, which tells me eventually that there will be a lower sense of power. Like you will have to pay a lot of money just to have electricity in some form. We do have here, we do have the Bermuda Triangle, which means that there is a conspiracy here, the triangle, the power play of the triangle. Whatever enters that triangle ends up stinking. So there is a stinking of something regarding the authoritarian, possibly towards the end of the presidency, and maybe the authoritarian right starts to come towards an end or a close. And we have here, we have slush funds, which has to do with the treasury and pig. This has to do with the police state. Potentially, they are upping money. They're saying, "Hey, listen, we know that you don't want to do this, but if we pay you a little bit money and give you a Christmas bonus, maybe you'll be willing to thwart the will of the people and just go after them, or target them, or target this group, or target that group." They're willing to give people money in order to get them to do certain things by making life harder, so that people are more likely to do it. We have Boy Scouts, straight and peaceful, which is there. And then we have here Clone Rangers, any group, a clone, violent, communist, criminal. So possibly they could make mock-up, but I feel like there is not really a mock-up. There is, I guess, they don't even need to clone anymore. They would just use artificial intelligence as the new clone. And we have here computer espionage. So definitely make sure that this is definitely probably most likely going to happen. We have the computer espionage, and that is coming in the center. So what's going to happen over the next 4 years of the Trump presidency? Well, you have a failing economy, or economy where you're not able to pay for as much. The media, the legacy media, is turning into a Trump network, and what they call it, they are spinning information in favor of the authoritarian right. We have computer espionage, which talked about like how the government would engage in acts to control people and their thoughts and their information and how they receive information and whether or not information can be revealed. So there will be restrictions on the First Amendment here. We do have here them using money as a form of getting people to do things that are not within their own values, and by making life harder so that they are more likely to do bad things. We have here the attempt to be very similar to China, using drugs as a way to get people to think that their lives are better off than they were years ago. We do have here using AI to clone and make people say things that they did not. We do have here the Boy Scouts, which is telling me more so the innocent of people. There will be like a movement of the have boys be prepped and prepared for the military in some way. So there will be an early like draft. We do have the phone company. The phone company is telling them what they can and cannot buy, doing the thinking for them. We have the FBI investigation and the weapons being used against the people. So the testings are going to be start using against the people. I don't think Trump is going to get rid of the FBI, but he said he's going to reform it, and experiments will be done on the people. We do have the Psycho Gang with Girly Magazine, and that is telling me that there is some form of underground resistance that will prop up. We do have here the economy failed, we have weird energy, frequencies is off, and then we have here the United Nations, the disagreement among many authoritarian governments disagreeing with each other and possibly going into a war and even fighting with one another. So I definitely do feel like and that is where we are at this very moment in time. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. And we have the Goldfish Fancier, which is peaceful and fanatic. So it's telling me here that although, like, just say we were to get out of the scenario, people are like, oh, people will be celebrating temporarily, but the mindset of Americans are very short to the point that, like, they won't remember this in the next 4 years after Trump. They won't remember this. They'll be willing to take it back again because they just don't remember. Like, it almost feels like people just can't remember what happened. They just had no memory of history in some way. So that is what we see in the Illuminati deck regarding around the Trump presidency over the next 4 years of Biden and how to choose not to do anything. That is the what-if scenario here. We are, however, going to now explore using regular wide array tarot and see if we can find anything more informative, more gracious, and hopefully something more lighter on the lighter note here. I don't think this is going to be anything bad, but like, I still think the Illuminati cards in some capacity are telling us the truth more than we would like to hear. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so Spirit Angels tell me about the right of way. I'm assuming the Spirits and Angels tell me about over the next 4 years under the Trump presidency or J.D. Vance presidency, as Trump is sworn in on January 20th, 2025, and Biden and Harris choose not to do anything. This is the what-if scenario. What can we expect to happen over the next 4 years? Okay, they're telling me there's 4 main topics. So they're going to tell me what 4 main topics are. Topic 1. What's happening in topic 1? Okay, I'm hearing weakening of a ruler. Okay. Okay. Alright, topic 2. We're going to do 2 topics at a time. And I think each topic is like a year, but it might be wrong. Topic 1, topic 2. We're going to do 2 more topics, but okay, I feel like the card got bigger so all of a sudden. I feel like I don't have as much room on the table. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at topic 1. We have here the Strength card. Okay, so topic 1 has to do with the presidency. We have the Queen of Wands reverse, which is Vice President Harris is out of office, which we told you, like if she does not do anything or if Biden doesn't do anything, this is the what if scenario. Out of power. Done. Right? That is the card that is aided in that. We have the Strength card reverse. That is telling me here that there is weakness, a weak ruler. Right? It's not Harris, it's Trump. Trump is the weak ruler. I do think that there's going to be a chance here where he only has a short term, and then we're looking at a J.D. Vance presidency. Right? Now, in the past feelings that I've gotten, that J.D. Vance doesn't seem to be the vice president, or is not the vice president in some way. But Trump is not even in the White House at all, and same with J.D. Vance. But neither is Harris. There's just a young male there that we don't even know who that person is. But we're going to read as if the what if scenario, what if everything just follows through as directed and Trump does get inaugurated. We have the King of Wands here, and the King of Wands is telling me that this is the J.D. Vance card, this is the conservative card. When it's upright, that means that this is actually taking place on Inauguration Day. Sometime between Inauguration Day, if the what if scenario, Harris is down, the strength of the country is down, Trump is in office. Okay? Oh, you know why? I just got to hit. What if the young male is actually Elon Musk? Is he younger than Trump? Let's take a look. Because if he's younger than Trump, he could be equivalent to the young male in the White House. Which means that maybe Trump doesn't have control. It might just be Elon Musk. Elon Musk is... his age is 53, yeah. So he's significantly younger than Trump. So that could be explained that he is this young guy in the White House. So possibly Elon Musk is the guy in the White House. I'm not saying physically, he might not be the elected president, but he might just be the one being the puppeteer. Like the master, while Trump is the puppet, so to speak. That's why we have the High Priestess card reversed, but Joe Biden is also not in the picture here. This is the Democrats. Democrats are out of power. So I guess the first major topic in the Trump presidency is the Democrats out of power and a young male is in power, but this is more of a conservative energy rather than a far-right energy, which tells me that someone else is above Trump. And we have the Page of Swords reversed, which is telling me that this person is not really much of a fighter. They're not like really young, but they're not like old. They're like kind of like that median age. And we have the Page of Swords, and this is normally somebody who's fighting, and they're just standing on top no matter the odds. I feel like there's a weak ruler in the United States. If Trump was to take office and what's it call it? If Biden and Harris choose not to do anything. So that is topic 1. Let's explore topic 2. We have here, in topic 2 here, we have the 10 of Swords here. Upright, the Moon card reverse, the Queen of Pentacles reverse, which is another woman reverse here. And then we have fighting. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that I kept seeing impeachment of some type. So maybe there is an effort to actually go after a political opponent, possibly to go after political opponents. Is that what that card is, Spirit? They're telling me no, they're telling me I interpreted incorrectly. So what is the proper interpretation? Okay, so they're telling me that the meaning of this specific card here is a new faith. But why is it showing up as the Ten of Swords though? That's not so much of a good card. Why would a new faith be showing up in a Ten of Swords? Okay, so they're telling me the next main topic is the end of Trump is really what it is, if you know what I mean. That's what I mean, okay? So it's telling me here that the reason why it's the renewed faith is the ending of the Trump story, at least for Donald Trump 45, right? That is the end of his story, not the end of the Trump story, because Trump's story is going to continue on for quite a while, but the end of his story. That's why there's a renewed faith. Now we do have the Moon card. The Moon card is reversed, which means there's a reveal. Remember how I told you this is my JD Vance card? But a straight up conservative card is not really far right, not as fanatic as you would think. The King of Wands here being up here tells me the reveal has been opened, right? Which means that this was upright. Maybe JD Vance doesn't take power, right? But it's reversed, and that tells me here that he will end up taking control of the White House. So he will assume the office of the presidency, assuming that he is the vice president. Or whoever vice president is, it's going to be a male, but they are going to assume the office of the presidency. But we do have the high priestess. They're just telling me that women are going to lose more rights. So they're going to start losing things that they fought so hard to get. And it has to do with money. So maybe they might lose their access to a bank account again. Maybe they might not be able to cash checks. Maybe they're not allowed to work. Maybe they have to stay at home. Whatever it is, it has to do with money, and it's not in a good way, it's in a bad way. It's almost like a removal of money or a restriction on money. I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of wands reversed. It's telling me that there's a lack of protests. Like people can't protest. There's a restriction on protesting. It's almost like they can't go against the government. They can't go against them. Okay. I mean, it's kind of obvious already. We have that in the country already. We have, like, you look at Luigi, he's getting the death census, but, like, you look at the guy who slaughtered people in schools, but that's okay. But when you do a CEO, that's not okay. You see what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. They're trying to give him the death penalty. So, in a way, the United States is more of a authoritarian style government anyway. It always has been. But it's just moving further in that direction to consolidating its own power. Spirit Angels, how it is played out. Is it like this or like this? Okay. What is the third topic of the Trump presidency? This is the what if scenario, okay? We have here the Four of Wands. Yeah, so this is my White House card. So something going on with the Four of Wands here. This is around election time, so this is kind of like getting us closer, possibly to the midterms or 2028. So sometime between that point, we could have involved around the White House here. And there is the midterm. So it happened before the midterms. So Trump goes before the midterms, but something happened in the midterms. Something with the government, and it's in reverse. The government falls. Something falls in 2026. A change is happening in 2026. We have here the Page of Wands. This leader is trying to hold on to the wand, but he's unable to. He's not looking in new. He's looking in the wrong direction. He's not looking at the branch, saying that there's potential. There's a lack of potential. There's a lack of potential here. Okay, that's the third topic. What is the fourth topic? Spirit Angel, tell me what is the fourth topic of a what if scenario if Trump gets inaugurated and Biden had to choose not to do anything and opt with their free will not to do anything? What can we expect over the next 4 years regarding the fourth topic? Okay. Okay, just what way do you have it? That way? Okay. And the final card for the fourth topic. Final card for the fourth topic. We'll just put those here. There's a lot of cards, but it's informative nonetheless. Okay, this is the fourth row. This is the fourth topic of the Trump presidency. Major thing that's happening in the Trump presidency. Yeah, you see how I said it has to do also with women. This one might be referring to healing energy or healthcare. Yeah, so there's something going on with healthcare and with women, but also healthcare in general. Okay, I'm hearing there's an ending of public healthcare. There's a privatization. I'm hearing private. So like public healthcare become privatized in some way. So yeah, it gets owned and brought out by businesses, and they own it now. But it feels like Walmart and CEO and not Walmart and Google and Apple. It feels like they're going to start selling insurances. Because we have the Seven of Cups here, which means many choices, many outcomes, but illusion, disillusion, unable to see what's clear or see what's in front of you. Then we have the Trump presidency reverse, which means he's long gone by this point. But his what's it called? Because this is his son here, Donald Trump Jr., and this is his Trump Tower card, or the Trump company. It's reversed. Every time there's a crumbling of the Trump company, I feel like the son doesn't really know how to do finances, or doesn't know how to be shady to the degree that his father was. Healthcare, of course, a balance of some type, or attempt to balance, but doesn't really balance it out. We have here thievery, just stealing of money from people. I do feel like there's going to be a big transfer of wealth towards the end of the presidency over the next 4 years. There's going to be a disagreement. This means the card means the people handing the power over to the person that they chose as president. This is reversed. Was telling me there is also theory regarding the election and how people vote. I don't really feel like there is a vote. Like, you don't even vote. We have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is reversed here. You can't choose anything because people are ignorant. They're like, oh no, we don't need to vote. We're fine. It doesn't matter how we vote anyway because our vote doesn't count. So it feels like, for me, like it feels like they're going to use the electoral college and say, hey, listen, the electoral college doesn't benefit you anyway because when you vote, people in small states are voting for you and they're deciding who they want as president, right? But your vote doesn't count. So people will be like, oh, well, you know what, it's fine. It doesn't matter because like my vote never counted to begin with. That's the mindset, and that's what they're hoping for. And I think they're going to get it. But we do have here to balance the vote being cast and being turned away. I don't really see any energy around a possibility of another election. I feel like it's done. Um, will there be a 2028 presidential election if Trump gets inaugurated next year in January? No. That's the Sun card reverse. No. 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 Okay, so I want to know if like the other psychics are seeing that as well. I'm really curious to see if they're getting that. So this is the what if scenario. What if Trump does take hold in power in the United States, and what if like nothing gets done and Biden Harris takes too long? They don't do anything. They just sit on their thing and just accept defeat. What exactly are they doing? That is what I'm seeing in the cards here regarding all that. So I don't know. Honestly, I feel like the Trump presidency is going to be the one for the ages. Really, it's going to really test the United States' ability to do the many things that it needs to do in order to be a functioning democracy or a functioning republic. It's going to kind of fail at that, but it is going to fully embrace the authoritarian style U.S. government that we already currently have concurrently, but many Americans view it as a democracy, but even really no. In realities, though, when you compare it to other authoritarian regimes, what's it called? The United States is by far the superior of all of them because it has cast its a sense of a disillusion with its own people into thinking that they have a democracy when they actually do not. So that's why I always say the United States could become very democratic if it chooses that path, or it can just go down its authoritarian path, which is the path that it's always been on. That's why Pluto return always entered into Trump chart, because Trump represented the founding of the country, which is founded on authoritarian regime, because of the kings and queens was the sole leader of America. So I don't know if there's any more information. Is there any more information that we need to give them? Okay, so tell me this is all that I need to provide to you in this video. Again, this is a hypothetical. This is the what if scenario. What if Biden and Harris choose not to do anything and just allow Trump to become president of the United States? So that is today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and let me know in the comment section below what you think of today's video. And don't forget to engage and share this video with others, and follow my Blue Sky account and Facebook group in the comment section below and in the description, so you yourself can be notified when I upload next. And also, you can be able to have a direct line and connection to me and ask me anything you want. Until then, peace out and I love you. Have a good night.